Every dream begins with excitement, but the journey always looks bigger than we expected. You promise yourself this time will be different. The first step feels easy. Then reality appears. The finish line suddenly feels impossibly far away. Your energy starts to fade, and so does your confidence. A quiet voice whispers, "Maybe this isn't for you." Comfort suddenly feels more attractive than progress. So you turn around, not because you can't, but because you believe you can't. Days later, someone else keeps climbing. They weren't more talented, they just didn't stop. That's when it hits you. Success wasn't far away, you just left too early. Most people don't lose because they fail, they lose because they quit before the results appear. So the question isn't whether you can succeed, the real question is, will you stay long enough to find out? This time, nothing feels magical, you simply decide not to quit. Big goals can overwhelm you, small steps can free you. Instead of chasing the finish line, focus on the very next move. Being tired doesn't mean you're failing, it means you're growing. Rest is part of the journey, giving up is not. Most people stop when they're close, you keep moving anyway. For the first time, you can actually see your progress. The places where you once quit are now behind you. Confidence doesn't come first, it grows with every step you keep taking. You're still not at the top, but you're no longer the person who always quits. Progress rarely feels exciting. Most days, it feels ordinary. Your biggest enemy isn't failure, it's the voice telling you to stop. That voice gets louder only because you're getting closer. The weight you're carrying isn't the work, it's your doubts. The moment you let go of fear, the journey becomes lighter. You don't become stronger overnight, you become stronger one step at a time. One day, you look back and barely recognize the person you used to be. Every small victory changes how you see yourself. The finish line hasn't moved, you're finally getting closer to it. Keep going. Your future is being built with every step you refuse to quit. The hardest part of success is waiting when nothing seems to happen. Think about a seed. It doesn't become a tree overnight. It grows because someone keeps watering it, even when they can't see the roots. But most people expect instant results. When they don't get them, they stop. They walk away just before progress begins. Real growth is often invisible at first. That doesn't mean it's not happening. Every small effort you repeat is feeding the roots of your future. One day, the results finally appear, not because of luck, but because you stayed consistent. Treat your dreams the same way. Show up even when nothing changes. Because the people who win are usually the ones who simply refuse to quit too soon. 1. Reason people quit is because they can't see the entire journey. They want every answer before taking the next step. But life doesn't work that way. It reveals the path little by little. When uncertainty appears, most people mistake it for failure. Take a breath. Not every unanswered question is a warning. You only need enough courage to take one more step. The opportunities you dream about often appear after you've stayed patient. Doors don't always open immediately. Some open only for those who keep walking. Suddenly, everything starts making sense, not because life changed overnight, but because you refuse to stop. The future doesn't belong to the people who know everything, it belongs to the people who keep moving anyway. Every dream gives you a choice, the easy road or the road that changes you. The easy path feels comfortable. That's why almost everyone chooses it. Growth is different. At first, it often feels lonely. But every difficult step is quietly building a stronger version of you. You'll stumble. That's part of learning, not proof that you should quit. The strongest people aren't the ones who never slip. They're the ones who always get back up. Looking back, you realize something. Comfort never took you this far. The higher you climb, the clearer your purpose becomes. Some rewards can't be explained, they can only be experienced by those who keep going. And this is the moment you begin to understand. Quitting too soon was never saving your energy. It was stealing your future. Sometimes the hardest battle isn't against the world, it's against your own disappointment. Look back at your life. How many dreams did you leave unfinished? Not because they were impossible, but because they took longer than expected. Every unfinished dream becomes another reason to doubt yourself, until one day you become afraid to even begin. But courage isn't the absence of fear, it's choosing to move despite it. The moment you commit again, your story starts changing. Excuses lose their power when your actions become louder than your thoughts. Confidence isn't something you find, it's something you earn by keeping promises to yourself. And every promise you keep today makes it less likely that you'll quit tomorrow. The biggest change never happens around you, it happens inside you. The person who keeps quitting starts disappearing. In their place, someone stronger quietly begins to emerge. Every promise you keep rewrites your identity. The path still feels difficult, but now difficulty doesn't scare you, because every obstacle you've crossed has become proof that you can cross another. For the first time, the finish line feels real, not because it's suddenly closer, but because you've become capable of reaching it. Your mindset has changed, and once that changes, your future changes with it. Keep walking. You're closer than you've ever been before, closer than ever. Ironically, this is where most people give up. Not because they're weak, but because they're tired. Then they look back and finally realize how far they've already come. That single realization creates a new kind of strength. One final push can change your entire story. Every difficult step has been preparing you for this moment. And then you make it. The greatest reward isn't the view from the top, it's the person you became while climbing. Success doesn't end your journey, it expands your vision. The mountain that once looked impossible is now the proof that you should never quit too soon. You've reached a place that once felt impossible. Looking back, you realize the hardest part wasn't the climb. It was believing that the climb was worth continuing. The person staring back at you is no longer someone who quits easily. Your greatest victory becomes hope for someone else. You can't climb their mountain for them, but you can remind them it's possible. That's how perseverance spreads. One determined person inspires another. Every ending is quietly becoming a new beginning. Life will always place another mountain ahead. Now, you welcome the challenge. Remember this whenever you feel like giving up. The only dream guaranteed to fail is the one you quit too soon. Success doesn't remove challenges, it prepares you to face bigger ones. The person you were would never believe how far you've come. Take a moment to appreciate your growth. You've earned it. Carry the lessons, leave the doubts behind. Every new beginning feels easier when you've proven yourself before. Motivation may disappear. Discipline keeps walking. Storms will always come. Your decision doesn't have to change. Keep showing up, even on the days that feel ordinary. Every storm eventually passes. The people who keep moving are there to see the sunshine. Greatest strength now isn't talent, it's the habit of never quitting too soon. 12 chapters ago, you were standing at the bottom wondering if you could make it. Today you know the truth. The mountain was never your greatest challenge. The real obstacle was the urge to quit before the results appeared. Success doesn't belong to the smartest, it doesn't belong to the luckiest. It belongs to the people who keep showing up when nobody is watching. One small step, then another. That's how extraordinary lives are built. If this story reminded you of yourself, then your next chapter starts today. Whenever life whispers, "Give up," answer with "not" or "not yet." Your future isn't created by one perfect day. It's created by the days you almost quit, but didn't. So remember this every time the journey feels impossible. You don't fail when progress is slow. You fail only when you stop. Keep going, because your breakthrough may be just one more step away.